Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD, where yes, it is some random day and I'm going live to paint miniatures because I mean, what else do I do around here? No, it's yeah, I've got to get these done, and I was just sitting here, so it's like, you know what? Why not? I can go live, hang out. Wife is still working, so you know, the fact that I've only had 2 hours of sleep, who cares? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyhow, I really don't have any news since. Okay, actually, I have a little bit. I found the FASA Doctor Who role-playing game at the used bookstore yesterday, and I'm very intrigued. It was $20, and I had credit at the store. Of course, I picked it up. Anyways, so, oh my gosh, I am so far behind on everything. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a wonderful time. But today I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna get these Spartans done, just completely done. Because this is taking way too long. I don't know. Here, let me. You know what? I'm gonna flip over the camera, and we're gonna get started. So, question for the chat: do I need to do more paint streams? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering. Like, I don't want to overdo it. Sorry, folks. I need to figure out how I want to mess with this. Oh, here we go. Old dirty palette instead of my relatively clean palette. Hey, Cody, what's up, buddy? Because I want to. I don't normally base these. Normally, I'll just paint everything black and call it good. But I am actually going to paint. I don't want to put the glue over there. Oh, that. Sometimes I'm an idiot. I put glue here instead of just putting it straight on the base like I normally do. I'm a genius, folks. Grim! Surface says all the paint streams. Yeah, I worry. I worry that it'll just get boring. You know, I'm already worried that I'm not exciting enough as it is. So, you know, I don't want to overdo it, is the short answer. So, all right, you know what? I'm just going to zoom this out because I need. It's not really detail work, but I want to get. I'm just going to do a simple base on these. Mostly sand, but then I'll come in with some flock and some static grass. to liven it up. Anyways, because yeah, my main issue with doing more paint streams is I don't want to just turn into a, hey everybody, it's a paint and chill stream, because I already do it 2 times a week, which I think is good. You know, Monday, because it's Miniature Monday, so obviously it fits. And then Friday, just as my, finish the week kind of a thing. So because I want live streams to be more content focused than just chill. Does that make sense? Am I talking too much? Like even the deep dives, which, speaking of, unless Seraphis, I mean, I haven't actually asked, but unless Seraphis tells me otherwise, tomorrow evening, so about this time tomorrow, we've got our Eberron live deep dive coming back live, because we technically didn't miss the last 2 weeks. Of course, I haven't even gone to look and, review the chat logs to see if there was anything that I needed to address. Which I am sorry, folks, but, I mean, it was absolutely some downtime that was needed. Yeah, Seraphis hit me up last night and we talked a little bit about it, and that was actually he was actually the first person who asked me, hey, did you recharge off of that? Which I actually really appreciate. Like, that's actually one of the reasons that I don't take a lot of vacation. Like, I get a lot of vacation. I get like 6 weeks a year. But I'm bad at using it unless I have somewhere to go or something to do. Because otherwise I'm just going to sit around the house and then Kim's going to get mad because I'm not getting projects done. So really my only time getting some rest is to just go on a vacation like I did. And luckily it was to my sister's house. So she's just like, yep, you take care of yourself, because I still got to work. I got to do it. Like, she's got work. She's got kids. I mean, all her kids are, well, one's out of the house, one's a senior, and one's about to start high school. But again, still mom, still has kids to take care of. So she's just like, come hang out. and do what you're going to do. So that's what we did. But yes, it was very recharging. Big issue right now is now I have to try and get back to work. Working the night shift. When you flip that switch and work days for a while, that's or not work, but I mean operate on a day shift for a while. That's a treat. So I get to deal with that now. Last night was okay. Wasn't great, but could have been worse. So all right, I like how that's coming out. Don't put your finger in the glue and then go to pick up figures, folks. Just gonna throw that out there. So all right, so you know what? Somebody throw me a question. We'll go a little AMA on this. Oh, and real quick, it's just I actually prefer this. Just a piece of copper rod that I got from some hobby kit years ago. Brushes are usually a little easier to work with. But essentially it's once you've done it, you're done. Because now you've got, like, no matter how much you clean it, then you've got glue in your brush. But at least with this, you can peel the dried glue off. You can use it to mix the glue, because you always want to thin it with a little bit of water. I really need to get better at, like, basing my figures before I prime them. And there I did. I did it again. Could have just put the glue straight on the base. Who's sexier, Donut or Griff's sister? So I forget who Griff's sister is. I don't think they ever. I think Griff's sister was always just something to harass Griff about. It's been a long time since I watched Red versus Blue. But you know, while Donut does have the fabulous lightish red armor, I'm gonna have to go with Griff's sister, Sight Unseen. Just saying. Yeah, Cody, you are not wrong. Get it? Like, well, and so there is a fun trick to get around it. sculpted bases. Because then they're already done. You don't you glue your figure onto the sculpted base, and you don't gotta do nothing. just paint it while you're painting the figure. But yeah, like these where it's just a plain flat base. Yeah, I always forget. I forget with the Battletech figures. I forget, any of these, like single piece or pre-assembled figures. I forget all the time. Cody, do you do anything that's not like the 90s? And that's not a dig at you. That is not. I know you didn't take it that way, but this is not a dig at you. That is one thing that I really like about you, my friend, is just the retro, like you're younger than me, but I still consider you just a great retro source. Yeah, no, it's not bad to base after the fact. Like my main complaint is that if I get the basing done first, then when I prime the figure, it adds sort of a top layer of glue. Like, so I'm putting glue down, and then I'm putting sand down, and so then the primer sort of acts like a top layer of glue to just kind of seal the sand in a little bit better. Even better than just like regular paint does. So that's where my frustration comes in, is I know that I should do it for that reason alone, and I just forget. So also when I sort of am rushing on these, because it's like, well, can you get these ready for demos? And then I go away for 2 weeks, and I still got to get, Yeah, I know I can do that. I'm just saying why I'm whining. So, because yeah, get this on, then I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna do the visors, because the visors are gonna be nice and easy. I didn't really do a whole lot of detailing. Like, it's the black bodysuit, the color armor, and then just like a little bit of a little bit of dark silver. Hey, Silent Mouse. Hey, Angzar Arts. Yeah, that's like venting frustrations is sort of what we do paint and chills for. Actually, I don't vent too many frustrations during my paint stream. But yeah, it's just everybody. It's since you're kind of new here, because I haven't seen you in chat. That's fine. Which totally fine. Welcome. Yeah, I consider my my paint stream sort of the like the hobby time at the game shop. Just like. So, okay, fun story. this game store that we used to have here in town, which was funny because it was literally a rich kid's playground. Now, I realize you're like, what can Brian mean by a rich kid's playground at a game store? You know, it's just because they had expensive games, and no, it's because literally the guy that owned it, was the son, or is the son of, like, a local Phoenix real estate magnate. And the dude's loaded. He's a good guy. I'm absolutely not trying to bust on him. But he's loaded. And he opened the game store, like, the location, the size of this store was ridiculous compared to most game stores. Like your typical game store, maybe it's like 1,000 square feet. It'll be like, say, 15 to 20 feet wide, and then like 30 to 50 feet long. Like, that's your typical, what you'd see for a typical game store. This is easily, or was easily, like 3 times that. And all right, let's see. We're putting some paint on, so let's zoom back in. For those of you that are new here, I am going to do the exact same thing I do on all sorts of visors or lasers or cockpits or whatever. We're putting a layer of silver down, and then we're going to come back in with speed paints. Why was I even telling the story? I literally forgot why I was telling the story. Rich kid. Well, rich kid. He's easily in his 40s. But essentially, he got the unit, and the rate that he was paying on the rent, like, literally could not be duplicated by anyone. And it actually made it, I mean, it was cool. It was one of those stores that you just don't really find, because most game stores can't operate that way. They can't spend that kind of money, especially on rent. Especially not, like, from the word go. And Morning Six World, you're right. It's not Monday. But these Spartans got to get done. Anyhow, so I'm going to have to wait until I remember why I was telling the story. Unless somebody can remind me about why I started telling. I literally don't know. I am feeling really dumb right now. Look, future man, coming in here with that Wednesday nonsense. You know, all time is based on the United States. The day is the day we say it is. Six World, it's Wednesday because Seraphis and Very Silent Mouse seem to think that, you know, Australia determines what day it is. Weirdos. It is a green Master Chief. No, this isn't Master Chief. This is just a Spartan. I have to do my Spartan Edition unboxing, and then I'll show off Master Chief. GMT is British. You're right. GMT is British, and I've been there too. Six World, this is why I keep you. Australian sounds like something someone would make up to hide the fact that they're really a time traveler. Let's see. Angzar Art says, I thought the game stores that have gone out of business over time were sad, and then Helene wiped out the one down the road and my perspective shifted. That's totally fair. Dude, a game store that goes out of business because it's a bad business, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, see, like, when it's literally out of your control, there's nothing you can do about it. The insurance companies aren't going to help. And of course, if you say, as you say that it was the store down the road, I hope you're safe, you're fine. I don't know you, but the stories I've heard coming out of there are just ridiculous and not anything that I want. You know, anything I want anyone to deal with. So, yeah. Sorry to hear about your game store. Hopefully you're doing okay. Good evening, Mundo. Also, Angzar, I like your comment. You can tell me what day it is when you're living upside down. All right, that's good to hear. Obviously, you know, still the number of people that just got wrecked by that. I don't think that's right. I'm not entirely sure where to put the visor on this guy. And yeah, Mundo, it was totally unplanned. I was literally just sitting here. I was literally sitting here scrolling Twitter. And I'm like, I need to do this. But as you all know, I struggle to paint if something's not keeping me responsible for it. So, you know what? Fire it up! Fire up the stream, and let's hang out with everyone. Seriously, guys, you really do make this easier for me. So, thanks. Yeah, Seraphis, it was absolutely doom scrolling. I mean, it wasn't anything bad. I've been... But I just need to get some projects done. Oh, I never responded to code. I meant... Cody said, I've inspired him and he might be doing more hobby videos, which I think will be cool. Dude, if you want, if we want to like do an occasional paint stream, I would be totally down for it. Grim, I've met you through the internet. I know better. So, Six World, I don't consider this filming miniature painting. I mean, I realize that essentially that's what it is. But to me, it's the hobby table. Oh, that's why I was telling the story. I remember why I was telling the story. Oh, well, things are... Hey, dude, I totally get just going through a timeline cleanse. And it's just like I still watch a lot of politics. It is not hard to figure out where I line up. Just gonna throw that out there in case you're wondering. I don't talk about it a lot, but no, I absolutely understand the timeline cleanse. Like my personal Twitter profile, like I have a gaming with ADHD Twitter profile literally to just keep it to gaming stuff. I absolutely understand, trying to just come on, get back to things that inspire, get back to things that make us happy, things like that. All right, so finishing my story. All right, so the game store, absolutely massive. Like literally like 3 times the size of a normal store. Products all the way around, and then gaming tables, all over the place. But in the very middle, like right as you walk in, and then essentially occupying the very middle of the store, was the register/bar area. And I say bar, not because they served alcohol, but because like essentially it was the hobby bar. Grim, that is super weird. I can understand the crochet videos, obviously. but Sasquatch stole my mom? I don't know what you're watching, but you're weird. Just throwing it out there. I like you, Grim. And Angzar, dude, totally get it. Like I said, everybody's got to worry about themselves and their mental health first. So, you know, while I don't encourage cutting off family or friends, things like that, I can absolutely agree with and understand cutting off like the outside people, the people that you don't know, the people that really should not be influencing your life. You know. So yeah, I keep Twitter limited. I'm not afraid to block most of it. Like I said, there's some good hobby stuff out there. Six World. Yeah, obviously we can't control other people, but here we are. Anyways, back to the store. So the register / bar area, it was easily like 10 foot by 10 foot. And it was about bar height, and it was just like you could go in, bring your hobbies, bring your models, just sit down and paint or sit down and chat or whatever. And so that's kind of how I look at my paint streams. Is I want, like, it's just time for me to sit down, me to just, you know, relax. I literally love having all of you come in to chat, you know, to just talk about whatever. You know, it is like I try to keep it hobby related. Obviously, we'll divert periodically. But I try not to. Because it's like going to that store. It's like going to that store and just sitting around. No, I'm gonna address both of you in a second. It's just that time to just sit and work on hobbies and talk to friends and, you know, socialize a little bit. And then it keeps me honest and it keeps me working so that I actually get some stuff done. If I'm just painting on my own, I get bored. But you all showed up for a paint stream, so I gotta paint. Okay, Angzar, I use hobby in the sense of, you know, painting miniatures or building my miniatures or doing deep dives on role-playing games or other games or whatever. Anyhow. Anyways. Okay, so real quick, Very Silent Mouse, it's bent because it came that way. See? Angled spot. So it's a 0 brush, and it's angled. And I've really gotten to like it, just because, like it allows for a little bit more natural hand placement. You know, because otherwise I'd have to be coming in like this. Whereas, you know, you can... Here, let me zoom out, actually. Like on a normal brush... Here, we'll use this one, because it's a nice, tiny point. If I was using this one, I'd have to come in this way to do the painting. Okay? Whereas, with the bent... I can just hold my hands a little bit more naturally and come in this way. So I would never have bought this on my own, but I actually really like it. That's why if you've noticed, I've used it a lot. I've used it a lot in my painting lately. Why am I putting the cap back on? Or the little protector back on? Anyways. Yes, Sixth World. I broke my brush, and I just can't admit it, so I sent it out to have it professionally printed to say angled spot. Jackass. Mundo, I did not see that. I generally, like... I absolutely refuse to buy anything off of Temu. Dear Lord, the horror stories that I have heard about how that thing operates, woo! Absolutely not. Alibaba, I'm not going to say no to, I just haven't. I also don't really need to. You would like to learn more? What am I... I missed something, Mundo. You're gonna have to fill me in. Sorry. Oh, the Temu. I'll have to find it. It's like, I don't know. It just seemed like super shady. Like, okay, it's coming out of China, so of course it's shady. But like, it's it's like shady with extra steps, to put it simply. So I haven't used it. I won't use it. The like last year, like think about it. They came out of nowhere and are buying tons of Super Bowl ads. So it okay, real quick, I do have to acknowledge this.
I used a smaller brush to write the label. Now it's bent too. It's a never ending. It's true. It's very true. I had to throw that one out. The amount of damage I did trying to just write those letters perfectly. It was horrible. The Temu experience sounds like a bunch of Disney Imagineers were asked to design a ride but couldn't be arsed to do it properly. Yeah. I can absolutely agree to that. Okay, I need to look at something. Did I close that? Oh, I closed that. Yeah, that right came out of nowhere. They rebranded. Companies like Temu just keep changing their name every few years. No, I think Temu is a little bit different in that regards. But don't quote me on. I admit that is partly me. Just reporting things that I've heard on interwebs. All right, most of the red versus blue visors are all gold, so I'm going to be lazy on this. Why do I only have... Hold on a second, folks. Oh, crap. Where'd my speed paint go? That isn't good. Oh, ha! Sorry, folks. This ADHD is ridiculous sometimes. But I found it. Aha! Six-year-old says, I think the shadier part of Temu is the amount of retailers buying cheap crap off of them and slapping their brand on it. Cough, cough, green stuff world. I'm not saying, I don't know. Let's see. Grim, I think you're right. People want quick and easy, and they don't really think about the quality. No, Angzar, it's definitely not that. The video that I watched, showed this operation. It's ridiculous. But a lot of the problems come down to people not getting what they're supposed to get, customer service going nuts. So it's, I don't know, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. So yeah, I don't want to do Temu. And yeah, Curtis, you're right. It's more Chinese than the current Amazon marketplace.
Yeah, even Amazon, I do like, I try to be picky. Like, I don't want to just order random item because it's cheap. But I fully admit that, at least for now, there's not a whole lot I can do. Yeah. The not like, oh my god, okay. So when we were in Alabama, oh my gosh, I'm going to show this because I think it's super cool. Oh my gosh, do I want one? I'm gonna get it, and that'll absolutely be a special project Sunday project. Hey, Seraphis, sometimes it's not good to go direct. Just saying. Ooh, I really like how these visors are coming out. This is like just right. Woo! Kurt, message me that plugin. I'm actually very interested in that. You can bang all the pans you want, dear. Yeah, if you hear banging pots and pans, folks, you know why. Yeah, Angzar, we use Amazon a lot, but that's mostly because we don't want to leave the house. Like, we leave for groceries, and that's about it. Oh yeah, Angzar, there is an affiliate link to Amazon in the description. If you're having to use it more often, feel free to help the channel out. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Curtis. Let's see. Trying to make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm letting this dry because I want to let the sand and glue dry a little bit more too. So while we were in Alabama, I think it was while we were in Alabama, or it was like just before we went.
You have another procedure? Or no, that's the old procedure.
No. Hold on a second, folks. Okay, let's let those dry for a minute. And I'm going to show you what I found because I'm a dork.
So this is a brand of not Lego. It's now the name is hilarious. So here it's FO, which stands for Fun Hole. WHOLE. Don't ask me. Anyways, so they launched a cyberpunk line, and all of the kits, that doesn't look good. All of the kits have lighting elements, like built in. And oh my gosh, do I want this? I want this so bad. This thing is absolutely amazing. For the most part, like you can, oh, hey, here we go. So you can see like, you can see like some wires poking out, which in some of the kits, it doesn't look quite right. But in a cyberpunk apartment complex, yes, please. They've got some laser etched acrylic. They've got some weird little minifigures, but apparently like the apparently the Lego minifigure style is trademarked, so nobody else can copy that, which I don't blame Lego for. I'm just saying that's what it is. But so they've got these little cyberpunk dudes. Like the weird thing is you look at the jaw. So like the head comes down and then bows out. So kind of weird. But I watched this review, and apparently like all the hair, headpieces, that kind of stuff are compatible with regular Lego stuff. But anyways, this thing just looks super cool, and that pink-haired minifig has seen some shit. Right? Anyways, this thing, this just looks great. Anyways, so yeah, I want this so bad. It's, oh, do I want that? Apparently, I am being told that I have to be good for Santa. Anyways, but yeah, so they've got that. They've got a car. I'm also being told that I have to be good for Mrs. Claus. All right, let's get these bases done. Anyways, but yeah, right, Chris, the legally distinct jawline. But no, I really like that set, and then it's also like this is the first in the line, so hopefully, you know, they'll do well. They've already got one more set, which is a police car. The lights on that thing are great, because like the police lights at the top of the car actually will flash. Oh, so good. Anyways, if I get that, I'm absolutely doing a special project Sunday to assemble that. I really need to get my table, my work table upgraded. Let's see.
There we go. Mox figures? What are Mox figures, Angzar?
Figures mock you.
That's probably true. They probably do mock me.
Mock you because you haven't painted them twice.
I actually have a bunch of the Cyberpunk Combat Zone
Brian, I'm going for a walk.
figures. I've got a team painted. But I need to get back to working. Keep buying stuff. I keep printing stuff. So I have a lot of figures to work through. Sorry for distracting this, folks, and I'm not going to elaborate. But Seraphis, yes. Yes, it is. Cyberpunk girl. I mean, have you looked at Cyberpunk Combat Zone? Because they've got a bunch of different Cyberpunk gangs. As part of that, I know they have the Danger Girls. I'm gonna leave your comment right there. But I get it. Obviously. No, my main thing is I don't know a ton about Cyberpunk. And so I'm not entirely sure what they have or have not done outside of, like, the faction boxes. So if Mox is a separate girl gang from the Danger Girls, then I don't know anything about it. So that's why I can't confirm, but I know that they have at least the Danger Girls. So if you're wanting some female Cyberpunk figures, there you go. Now, alternatively, real quick, Mundo, probably. I know I need like a few things to just like fill out a squad, because I don't want to build, or I don't want to buy a whole box or something. Anyways, one thing I would suggest, especially for Cyberpunk stuff, Angzar, check out 3D printer files. There's some great Cyberpunk stuff out there. Unit 9 is pretty good. Not all of their stuff lands for me, but in general, there's some really good Cyberpunk stuff. what else do I have? Cyberforge is pretty good. I don't always want to print the stuff from Cyberforge, but overall, I think it's one of the better ones just in general. But it's also more sci-fi in general. Like, so sometimes they'll do cyberpunk, sometimes they'll do 40K style. So they're a little all over the board. Unit 9 is almost exclusively cyberpunk type stuff. Those are the best ones that I can recommend along those lines. But yeah, if you can't find anything official for Cyberpunk, I would look at those. You're reprinting some USMC units. Oh, see, I will be honest. I'm kind of lazy on the print side. Like all I've ever used is just default print settings. And they come out good enough for my particular taste. Yeah, the one thing that I've printed, which I still need, yet another project I've got to get to. Somebody did some multi-part Cobra Troopers, and so I've got essentially I've got a platoon of Cobra Troopers. And they look great. On his Patreon, I know the guy did some G.I. Joe green shirts, but he hasn't uploaded them to MyMiniFactory, so that's a little okay, it's a lot frustrating. Because like I have the G.I. Joe figures from Renegade Game Studios, and the scaling is just right. But like I've got the heroes. I need to get the villain set. We have Cobra Commander, Destro, stuff like that. Still need to finish the hero set. Yet another project. Anyways, but so finding just like some generic Cobra Troopers was great. And so having some G.I. Joe green shirts is kind of a must-have as well. All right, this brown is not drying very quickly. Partly because I thinned it, I admit that. But I'm not going to finish these bases tonight. Ugh. Actually, what I need to do, which my brain is not there. Actually, this guy's basically done. Let's do this. You're printing FDM. Now that makes sense. A buddy of mine. Oh, I could not do. All right, you're wrong. First off, we don't have to save Buddy Love Jesus from the Martian aliens. He can take care of himself. However, the Russian space monkeys and kidnapping Elon Musk, you're not wrong. We got to do that anyways. I was a little sad today. They did not catch the Starship booster again. Watching that, that was straight up legit. I don't care who you are, what you think of Elon Musk. You know, if you're gonna crap on SpaceX because of him, just suck it. I don't even know how to talk to you. Because the fact that, like, I realize he is not the engineer, but you know what? He's an idea guy, he's a money guy, and we need those so the engineers can do what they do. And the fact that SpaceX caught a freaking rocket in midair is absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievably ridiculous. And that was so cool to watch. Like, that is the literal okay, Angzar, I get it. But he employs those brilliant engineers. I get it. I totally understand. But sometimes we need the rich idiots. Because I have, for my entire life, been frustrated with the space program. Absolutely frustrated. Like most people don't realize, but there was supposed to be a weekly space shuttle launch. That's what it was designed for. That's why we had 5 of them. And because it was controlled by the government, it didn't even realize a fraction of its potential. Like, when they retired the space shuttle, they were actually doing inspections, and what I had heard is that basically the airframes were essentially brand new. Right, but Angzar, I equate it 2 airplanes. The government bought the first airplane. Okay, the Wright brothers, their first 2 sales wasn't to a private person. It was the U.S. government. But the U.S. government didn't get in the way and prevent people from getting their own airplanes, from being able to do things. And so putting it into the market, it dramatically exploded. You're wrong. You are not wrong. God, your name frustrates me. Exactly. Like, say what you will about Elon, but his whole point has been get the cost of space flight down. And he's doing it. I saw this time-lapse video that showed all the launches of the Falcon rocket, and like from the first launch it was like bink, and then it's clicking over. And I think it went by like month, or might have been day. I don't remember. It was very quick at how it was going through it. But it was like bing, 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 just like rockets going off all the time. That's true. He does a very poor job of hiding the fact that he's an alien. I think he does better than Mark Zuckerberg, though. Mark Zuckerberg's a straight-up lizard person. Or a robot. One of the two. Maybe he's a robot lizard person. I don't know. Anyways. And so then some of the stuff that I've heard about Starship, Starship is the goal that they have for it, and the reason that they went to the catch system instead of just letting it land like they've been doing with the Falcons. So if it can land like the Falcons, well, then they have to put in landing gear and all of that equipment to actually support that booster. And it's tons, literal tons of material. Okay, but Angzar, how did the lizard people get into the Earth's crust? Were they here first, or were they aliens? See, just throwing it out there. Anyways, so by switching to the catch system, they could actually launch bigger payloads because of the fact that there's no landing equipment. But then they had to have a way to retrieve the booster and not make it a one-use thing. So that's why they went to the catch system. And then I started reading some more on it, and the actual plan for Starship is that they can launch a Starship with the booster, catch the booster, put it back on the pad, refuel it, put another Starship on top of it, and launch again within 1 hour. NASA was never going to get there. I fully believe that that the Artemis project, the space launch system, I think it is going to get, my personal opinion is it's going to get scrapped. Like Elon is moving, and space. Okay, let me clarify for Angzar. SpaceX is moving too fast and getting the cost too cheap to make Artemis even like potentially viable. Like, I want competition. I want more people doing rocket stuff. At this moment, no one is competing with SpaceX. Not on price, not on reliability, at all. All right, so Angzar, I will address that. Oh no, they did kind of talk about it. So I have only ever watched new Doctor Who. Yeah, I'm probably pissing some people off. I don't know if Cody's still in chat, but we had a whole discussion about that. Him and I had a whole discussion about that this afternoon. And because I didn't grow up watching it. Like, I knew it was a thing at some point. But I just didn't watch it. Yes, you're wrong. You are 1,000% correct. Anyways, but yeah, so I never went back and watched the old stuff. I do recall one time as a kid on a Sunday morning, for some reason. Now keep in mind, in my house, Sundays, you couldn't watch TV until after 6 o'clock. You know, because we're a church-going folk. So that was my parents' rule. I wish I was better about enforcing that with my kids, but I wasn't. Whatever. Anyhow. But I went in my parents' room, and on PBS, there was this weird show on. I didn't know what it was. But for some reason, I know it was Doctor Who. But it was Sunday morning, so I never went back to look for it because I wouldn't be allowed to watch it anyways. So that was my first touch of Doctor Who, but then I never watched it until after I'd been married and moved out and had kids and found the BitTorrent and downloaded the first of the Chris Eccleston series. So that's how I got into Doctor Who. But I know they did do a little bit with the Saurians. But I'm not fully versed on the Doctor Who lore there. All right. At this point, folks, it is 6 o'clock. Kim just got back from her walk. And holy crap, this was great. This was a lot of fun. The evening paint streams, unfortunately, are going to be kind of random, kind of hit and miss. So I can't promise when the next one of these will be. But tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Arizona, whatever time in Australia. I don't know. Seraphis just says that the time will work, and so it's fine. But tomorrow, Eberron Deep Dive, we're going to start digging into the lore of the world. I've got to get some reading done tonight. But everybody,
thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for keeping me excited. Thanks for keeping me awake. I'm going to have to get a nap at some point. But otherwise, folks, have a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you next time. So, all right, now I'm ending the stream. Bye, everybody.